Hello and welcome to Stout Out Loud's live Untappd ratings. Today's beer is this one, the Tiramisumo Twins by a Dutch brewery called the Moersleutel, which translates as the wrench you use on a car. It's made in collaboration with something called multi-beer. I've tried to research it. I have no idea whether it's like a wholesale thing or an actual brewery. I'm always not entirely clear on how these collaborations work. This is not called Tiramisumo Twins for nothing. Of course, it's a pastry stout, which means it's going to be sweet. It's going to taste like a dessert. On the off chance that you're not familiar with what tiramisu is, it is an Italian kind of dessert. It is delicious. It's made of like biscuit-like cake with amaretto in it, so that's almond liquor, mascarpone cheese, like a sweet white cheese, and cocoa powder on top of it. It's truly wonderful, and I'm very curious to see whether they've been able to recreate that in this particular stout. Now, I have to say this brewery, the Moersleutel, is definitely one of my favorites. They have a motto on their website that says, "Our beers are not for everyone, but just for people who like explicit flavors." And I do. And I've had several of their beers and they've mostly lived up to that promise. So I'm very, very curious about this one. I've never had a stout that tastes like tiramisu before, so I've saved it up to share my experience with you, and we're going to see if it's any good. All right, so here it goes. Ooh. Well, there's the first. I've had a little spill, which is a waste of good beer, which, by the way, we still have to find out. Is it any good? First, we smell. It smells very chocolatey. I can't really tell if there will be any hints of almond from the amaretto of the dessert in there, or if I can get the creamy mascarpone thing. But let's find out. It's nice, but it's not tiramisu. I'm disappointed to say. It's a bit of a challenge maybe they took on, and it didn't really work out. It mostly tastes like chocolate, which is fine because a chocolate stout can be wonderful, usually is, and this one is. It's just letting me down a bit on the whole pastry tiramisu experience, which is a shame because I had high hopes for this. That's the way it is. I'm going to give it a second go. Still mostly chocolate. Now I do want to mention I bought this beer for somewhere between 6 and 7 euros, which, considering the amount you're getting, is a very good price. Of course, it's a Dutch brewery, so there's not a lot of transport going on to get it to the shops. So I wouldn't know if it's available elsewhere in the world and what it would cost. For Dutch standards, for a a craft stout. It's very affordable and usually also very reliable, this brewery. And this one, once again, it's good, it's pleasant, just doesn't entirely live up to the promise. So if I have to rate it, it's difficult. I'm gonna go with 4 stars, because they make stouts that are more impressive, more memorable, more pleasing than this one, and those deserve higher ratings. So this will have to do with 4 stars. That makes it a good stout that I would have again. Wouldn't be my first choice, but I would definitely enjoy drinking it again. And that's all it's going to be for now. There you go. Please like and subscribe if you want me to be able to do this more often, to review a beer that I'm tasting for the first time, so that you can know before you buy it if it's any good.